your brand is invisible to AI search. You can rank #1 in Google and still watch your pipeline dry up because your buyers have stopped Googling. In a G2 survey this spring, half of B2B buyers said they now start with an AI chatbot and not the search bar. That's up from a third just a year ago. So they ask it who the best vendors are, and it reads back a short list. 1 in 3 said they bought from a company they had never heard of until the AI actually named it. So that's a deal you lost and never saw. There's no line in your analytics that say lost and never made the list. So if your numbers have been soft and nobody can explain why, this is part of it. And it's not on your team. I spent 20 years running marketing inside Fortune 500 companies, and I've never watched a channel go dark this fast. So here are 3 moves to find out whether your brand is in that answer and how to fix it with Claude, something that you actually already pay for. Now, the first one you can run tonight in about 10 minutes. And the third, that's one that actually gets you cited, and almost nobody's doing it. So wait till the end for that. So start here. Open Claude AI or ChatGPT or Perplexity, whichever your buyer uses, and type the question your buyer actually types, not your brand name. They don't search your brand. That's the whole problem. Type the category question. You versus your biggest competitor. Who handles the use cases that you sell? Then read that answer like your buyer would. Are you named? Are you named first or fourth? Are you quoted or just mentioned? Is the link to your page or to a review cited talking about you? That's it. That's your share of answer. The percent of buyers' questions where the AI actually puts you in the room. Most of your marketers have never run it once. You just did. And if your name didn't come up, you're not behind on SEO, you're absent from the conversation that builds that short list. Now, let's tell you about a story. A few months back, I did exactly this. On a category I knew cold. Not as an experiment, I just wanted to see it. I typed in the buying question, the one a real prospect would ask before they ever filled out one of those opt-in forms. The answer came back with 3 vendors, confident, specific, with a little paragraph on why each one was a strong pick. We weren't one of them, and we had the better proof than any of the 3. Real outcomes, real receipts. None of that was in the answer, because none of it was anywhere that AI could read it and quote it. We spent a decade optimizing for a search box, while buyers are quietly walking away from that. Nobody in the team had thought to check, and why would they? It's never been a line on our dashboard. And that's the whole game now. So let me show you how I fix it. Move 1 is audit. Find your share of answer. So you ran the quick version tonight. Now here's the actual serious version. Write down the 10 questions that actually decide your deals. Those include the category questions, the head-to-head comparisons, the who's best for this industry questions. Your buyers ask these out loud to an AI now. Hand that list to Claude and have it run each one the way a buyer would. Then tell you where you're named and where you're not, and who's named instead of you. Now you have a number and a list of competitors, not a vibe and not a scoreboard where you're absent. That's a deal you're losing before a human is actually involved. Now, here's why this one matters more than it looks. The analytics you already report on can't see any of this. There's no click, no session, no source. You could be losing the top of your funnel for a year and your dashboard will stay green. This audit's the only way you find out before the number does it for you. Run this once and you've already done what most of your competitors haven't. And only about a fifth of marketers are even checking whether they show up. The next move is why the brands that are named got there. Move 2, diagnose the 2 reasons you're not the answer. When the AI named those 3 competitors, it pulled from somewhere, a page, a review, a thread. So get those sources, put them next to yours, and have Claude AI tell you where theirs made the cut, and the 2 reasons why yours didn't. Reason 1 is the one nobody checks. The AI literally can't read you. You can have the best proof in the category, it still be invisible because the machine hit a wall, your site quietly blocks the AI crawlers, or your best page is buried 5 clicks deep, or there's nothing telling the AI what the page even is. Translate that, it's not a content problem, it's an access problem. And it's usually a one-line fix your SEO team never flagged because it never showed up as lost pipeline. It showed up as, well, nothing. So have Claude AI check that first. It's the cheapest win on the list. Now, reason 2 is the one you can see. Even where the AI can read you, you're not quotable. The cited pages always do 3 things, yours doesn't. They answer the question in the first 2 lines before any wind up. So the AI lifts the answer, not your brand story. They have one specific liftable claim, a number, a named outcome, instead of we drive results. And the other sites talk about them, so the AI trusts the brand the rest of the web corroborates, not the one that only talks about itself. That's your gap list, not a guess. The actual reasons you're not the answer, named back to you in plain language, which sets up the move nobody's running. Move 3. Make yourself easy to read, easy to quote, and impossible to miss on the right engine. That's 3 moves very fast. And the third one is the one almost nobody is running. Make it readable. Take the access problems Claude just found and clear them. Unblock the crawlers, pull your proof out of the basement of your site, and the labels that tell an AI what it's looking for. You're not redesigning anything, you're making sure the machine can get in the door. So, this is not a content project. It's a fix someone could ship this week. Make it quotable and keep it fresh. Have Claude restructure your best pages. Answer first. The claim up top, the number stated plainly, and a short FAQ in the exact words a buyer asks. Then update them. An AI leans towards a page that refreshed last month over one that's been citing untouched since 2023. Translated, you're not doing SEO, you're making your proof the easiest thing in the category to grab and repeat. And the one nobody's running. Be where your buyer's engine actually looks. The engine doesn't read the same internet. Only about 1 in 10 domains get cited by both ChatGPT and Perplexity. Now, ChatGPT leans encyclopedic, Wikipedia, and reference sources. Perplexity leans on Reddit and community threads. Google's AI overview leans on YouTube. So be everywhere is kind of amateur advice. Have Claude map which engine your buyer uses and put your proof, the third party mentions, the comparisons on that surface that the engine reads. You don't need to win in every AI, you need to win in the one your buyer is standing in front of. And here's the number you bring to your CMO. Share of answer, not impressions, not rankings. The percent of buyers questions where your AI puts you in the room. You report it monthly. When it goes up, that's pipeline protected upstream of everything else you do. And that's a marketer who sees the field a quarter before everyone else. Now, be honest about where the hours go right now. Busy is shipping another gated PDF nobody downloads. Busy is a 4th color pass on a landing page. Invisible is the AI naming 3 competitors on the one question that decides the deal tonight while you're organizing the form. The fix isn't more work. It's checking the room you didn't know you had left. Move 3 only works if what Claude writes in your voice doesn't read like a robot, because an AI won't quote boilerplate and your buyer won't either. So I tried to break it. I stress tested Claude in my own brand voice to find exactly where it stops sounding like a senior marketer and starts sounding like an AI, and how to catch it before it ships and costs you a deal. That's the next one.